So I'm here with Emily Curran. We're at the International Language Fair, which is a little bit noisy, so we'll try and keep this as coherent as possible. Emily, you're talking about the trials and tribulations of becoming a CELTA trainer, particularly.
Yes, that's right.
So tell us, what happened in your life from being a teacher to becoming a trainer?
So I've been teaching for about 5 years. I've taught in the UK for the majority of that. I've also taught young learners in Thailand as well for 18 months. And I got to a point in my career where I thought it would be really nice to have a bit of a different challenge. And so my Director of Studies said that there was an opportunity to train up to become a CELTA trainer. And I took up that opportunity and shadowed a CELTA course which was happening at my school for a month, and did other various bits and pieces which you need to do in order to complete your training, including designing and delivering input sessions, watching teaching practice and writing up teaching practice feedback notes, but not actually giving it to the trainees, but using it as a way to compare my ideas with my tutor's ideas. I also shadow marked written assignments, designed one written assignment as well, wrote an evaluative piece at the end, and got a bit stressed in the process.
Your poster presentation here is called The Trials and Tribulations. So what were the trials and tribulations? What were the main changes from moving from teacher to trainer?
So it can be, it was quite daunting at first, going from, basically essentially saying that, becoming an expert. And so sort of at first I thought that input sessions or imparting knowledge on how to teach, I thought that was very daunting at first. But then I soon actually, in observing the course, I realised that I actually knew a lot more than I thought, than I gave myself credit for. And I think it's like, I guess it's a bit like, when you're growing as a child to an adult, like physically growing, and you can't see how much taller you've got, even though your relatives go, "Oh, aren't you bigger now?" And I think I realised, it made me realise, coming out of myself, it helped me to understand how much I didn't actually know. And so that was less scary.
There are a lot of people who say that when they become trainers they find out what they didn't know, and so they're very reluctant to call themselves experts. Would you call yourself an expert English teacher?
That's a very good point. Probably not. I mean, I think there are definitely a lot of things I don't know everything about anything, but I know a lot about some things and not very much about other things, and I can definitely learn more in all areas in terms of methodology and language, but also one of the main challenges for me as well has been dealing with people, and when it's been difficult for the trainees, how to handle that and how to deal with feedback as well.
One of the points you've got on the board there is that some trainees may have very set ideas about what constitutes good teaching. How do you deal with that as a trainer?
So I think basically these come down to having a discussion in terms of, okay, so you believe this, here's some evidence that suggests this, and sort of using questioning to help that trainee come to an understanding of why what on the CELTA course we teach is valid, and the research and the methodology behind it. But I think it comes through asking the trainee, so why do you think that? And then it's a series of questions that gets down to the core of it, and then you can help from there.
So instead that's getting them to examine their own assumptions and the reasons for them believing what they believe, and then providing an evidence base that suggests it may not be what their perceptions are of that particular situation.
Yes, and it's not to say that those beliefs are not valid and not true, but sometimes in teaching practice, it also, I think, because CELTA is an assessed course, you have to sort of demonstrate that X, Y, and Z. We need to see evidence that the tradies can do X, Y, and Z, or that X, Y, and Z is happening in their lessons at some point. And so you might say, okay, your belief in what you're saying about that component of teaching is fine in a one-to-one setting, but this is teaching a group, so we need to see evidence of this as well. So it's not only helping to coming to a mutual understanding of why, but also understanding the context and the fact that it's an assessed course as well.
Great, thank you, that was really interesting. Thanks very much, Emily.